Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
PD Beats here from Popternative, speaking to Roberta, Priscilla, and Kelly about A League of Their Own, premiering on Prime Video August 12th. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you. What's up?
Yeah, no, this is such a great show. Roberta, I do have to say, you know, Lupe is one of my favorite characters, one of my favorite arcs on the show.
All right.
And I just do have to say, what's that mindset like? Did you know how complex this character was immediately from, reading the script? Because, sometimes she doesn't get along with a lot of players unless she does. Like, what's that like for you reading the script?
I mean, I think that it's really cool. We got to, one of the great things about this production is that we got to work pretty closely with creators and developing these stories and kind of building these characters. And it was really important to me to play someone as complicated as her, because we don't, sometimes we don't get that much real estate with characters in ensemble shows. And they really made sure to touch each one of these stories in a really great way. And it was, for me, I love how complex she is. I love how I love that you love her, because I think there's so much about her she makes it hard, to really be on her side sometimes, but
it's a fun journey to see from episode 1 to the end. It's great.
Oh, yeah.
No, you did a great job. Priscilla, I find this interesting because, with a lot of projects, there's ensemble casts and then there's the Rockford Peaches, right? There's a lot of players on this team. So I'm just curious what that mindset is like for you specifically as an actor, knowing that your character is going to kind of run into a lot of different characters, not just 2 or 3, like a whole team of Rockford Peaches. Yeah. Is it different?
Yeah, definitely. Wow. Right.
Yeah. But you fit right in.
I did, but imagine just like this immigrant girl coming without knowing how to speak English. He tries to, lean on her, but yeah.
Yeah. But she fit right in. She's also like an extremely talented player, and it was crazy.
No, there's so many characters. That's my question. You know what I mean?
There was actually the director of the last episode. At one point, we were literally just walking in from like a little break, and we were walking back to set. Remember? And she was just like, she made this face, and we were like, "What's up?" And she was like, "Y'all are just scary." And we're like, "We're wearing pink. What do you mean?" And she was like, "No, you're just a gang. You're a gang." We're like, "Oh yeah."
Absolutely, Kelly. It's good to see you again, by the way. You're a 2-time guest on the show. Yeah. So here's the thing. In one regard, this show is about baseball. You look at the other side of things, it's not about baseball at all. So what's that like being on a show like that, where it's like almost like you're working on 2 shows, right? Because there's the league, there's the baseball, but then it has nothing to do with baseball at times.
Yeah. I mean, I think I think that's what makes the show so special. When I watched the show in its final form, I was like, I've never seen something like this, like the way it represented segregation in its metaphorical way, real way, but then actually the show being sort of like two different Rockfords, 2 different lived experiences. And then for us, we really wanted to move deeper into like the lives of the Rockford Peaches and some of their personal lives. So it felt like so many layers. And of course, we got a whole season, and it'd be nice to get a second season and keep doing that. But the sort of like on the field, off the field dynamic for us was fun to establish. But, like in every good baseball narrative, all the positions sort of replicate the personalities of the people. So we were, as Roberta said, like, so working so close with the creatives to sort of make that on the field, off the field dynamic feel vital and rich and fun and sexy and all those things.
And we didn't have to try too hard the relationships we have with
we're all obsessed with each other.
Yeah. Absolutely. Priscilla, before we wrap up, I just wanted to ask you, when they get to watch A League of Their Own on Prime Video August 12th, what are you hoping they get out of it takeaway wise? Because there's a lot here, but anything specifically?
Oh, they're gonna get baseball, a lot of baseball, a lot of love, and a lot of diversity. That's something that we need, and a lot of representation. Me as a teenager, I think it's fundamental. So like to see myself represented in the big platforms and in this great story. So yeah, love baseball and baseball.
Absolutely. Kelly, Roberta, Priscilla, thank you all so much for your time. August 12th, A League of Their Own on Prime Video. So great chatting with you. Thank you.
B.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.